Become a Patreon member. Gain access to my blog, get access to exclusive videos, and also gain access to the podcast of the Saturday and the Sunday hangouts. Head over to patreon.com/halfup to gain all these goodies while also supporting your boy HH. So this is the Q&A. I haven't watched the tackle in its entirety. You know, someone tweeted me the whole thing. And yeah, I haven't really watched it in its entirety, you know, so all I've done is pretty much just I saw it in real time, and that's it. So we fear the worst. Yeah, and I know it's a flipping Q&A. You absolute losers. I am a pessimist. I fear the worst. So Mbappé is going to miss the Champions League because a good for nothing piece of crap, bastard asshole, dickhead called Perrin tried to break his legs because you think that Saint-Etienne actually have a chance of winning the French Cup because the French Cup means so much to you. Like, yeah, man, I've got to hold him down. Because I say, you know, there are some people in this world who, you know, like, I don't know why they are in this world. I'll keep it with you. There are people in this world where I don't know why we have them in this world. What's the point that we have these people in this world? Because there are people in this world who, like, I told you, like, you know, yesterday we got infiltrated by a bunch of skinhead neo-Nazi white nationalists, you know, and I'm like, why do these people exist? Why do these people breathe? You know, shout out to my homeboy Chris Cornell, you know, lead singer from Soundgarden, and he said it so beautifully when he said, like, you know, I feel it that it's unfair that I've got to share the same kind of oxygen with losers, you know, with racists, with just total idiots, you know. So yeah, so Mbappe's going to miss the Champions League. It's over. It's finished. So it's all down on that prima donna loser. So Bestin, you flipping clown, Bestin, you absolute clown. Your idol. It's now all on your idol because Mbappe is out. Yes, Mbappe is out of the Champions League. He's out. He's injured. He's out of the Champions League. Well done. Congrats. Well done. Beautiful, beautiful. Yes. I love it. I'm so happy. Yes, because you know we're really. It has because we're too happy. It was so happy. Things were going too well. You know, it's the Champions League, one-off game. There had to be something. There had to be something to mess it up. There had to be something to mess it up. So yeah, look, guys, it's your questions, man. Send in your questions, man. Send in your questions, man. Send in your questions. So yeah, guys, send in your questions. I'm here to answer your questions, man. HH, can you grow hair? What do you mean by that? Of whether I can grow hair? I can't grow hair on particular areas of my head. I can still grow a hair on my head, but particular areas of my head I can't grow hair. So yeah. Oh, Bestin. Up the bets on Atlanta. Shout out to your boy Martin Rosario, Football Hot member, who says up the bets on Atalanta. Yeah. I mean, Neymar is still key, but Neymar alone, all by himself, I don't know, man. I don't know. You know, I mean, PSG are still capable of winning it without PSG 100%, but this greatly increases Atalanta's chances because Atalanta are now going into the game now that, oh, if we don't have to contend with Mbappe, maybe we can be a bit more attacking because we don't have to compete with the speed of what he can do. it makes that game all the more interesting. It makes that game all the more interesting. Will we get some tired football next season? That's good. So the Premier League have announced that the next season is going to start September 12th. So if you think about it, Man City. So let's take Man City out of it. So if you're the rest of the teams, because Man City are the only City and Chelsea are the only English teams left, but you expect City to maybe go further. You see, if you're Man City, you will be tired for sure, because what's that? That's like a 2-week rest, because so that's like because so August 22nd, 23rd is the final, so you've got like 7 days from the month of August, then you go like a week, almost 2 weeks, so it's about 2.5 weeks of rest if you make the final. But if you don't make the final, I mean, you've got the whole of August. Yeah, actually, yeah, that's fine. No, so I don't think the guys shouldn't be tired, because let's say so now you've got guys are quite finished. Basically, you would have the last week of July, the whole of August, and almost 2 weeks of September. So that is 4, 5. That's almost 7 weeks. Nah, they'll be fine. But if you've played the Champions League, you will be tired. Because remember, normally the season would start end of like mid-August. Normally it's around August 17th that the season starts. So then pushing into September 12th. No. I don't think it's fine, man. I think it'll be cool. HH, what is your zodiac sign, and do you believe in zodiac signs? I don't know what my zodiac sign is, and I don't believe in zodiac signs. All those things about star signs and all those things and everything means nothing to me. Means absolutely nothing to me. It's all crap. HH, Henderson robbed KDB. Okay, so the football writers. So the football writers went with Henderson. Now, I believe that they went with Henderson for 2 reasons. Because Liverpool are the champions and Henderson is English. And I think that's what's a better way to ride with. Because trust me, guys, England, like look at the BAFTAs. In the BAFTAs, if just a decent English film is made, it will always win best film. Always, hands down. So England will always ride for people of their own. So Henderson was always going to win it according to the football writers. But if we are being real and objective, you are stupid to really believe that Jordan Henderson had a better season than KDB. Remember, this isn't about, did your team win and everything? It's about what was your individual performance. You're only one player. One player cannot literally decide the matches for teams. KDB wasn't the reason why City were so far behind Liverpool this season. Like a lack of a defense, Sterling's performance dropping, Jesus not maybe stepping up. But KDB has been exceptional. He has been one of the best players in Europe. So you giving it to Henderson makes no sense, because for Liverpool, it was a team effort. Nobody really stood out. Nobody really was fully exceptional, but it was really much more of a team effort than Liverpool did. So it is very weird and very odd that they would not, that's how they would give it to Henderson over KDB. But when you look into it, English bias is real. England will always be biased and prefer giving it to their own rather than anyone else. It's standard. So it's what England always do. It's what they always do, man. But yeah, because remember, it's the 2 different awards. There's the Football Writers Award, then there's the PFA Award. I don't know how they do the voting for the PFA Award, but football writers are English football writers. So think about it. English football writers who are the most agenda-driven dudes, who the heck do you think they would go through? Of course, they'd pick Henderson. All right, let's just see. All right, let's see. Let's see. Because he gives to charity. Why is Neymar and the Prodigy playing in the Uber Eats Cups? They can win it without them. I was just thinking that. I was saying to myself that. You see, this is the issue with PSG, who I just found out were founded in 1970. So PSG are a very, very young side. So they're a very young club. Why are you playing Mbappe and Neymar against Saint? Why? Okay, why are you playing Mbappe and Neymar against Barcelona's manager? So you're telling me that so PSG, you're saying to me that you cannot beat Barcelona's manager without Mbappe and Neymar? That's wild. That's wild, because it's pointless. So that's why it is even so much more frustrating that for Mbappe, I got injured playing in an Uber Eats Cup final against Barcelona's manager. That's stupid. But so because for PSG, I don't know how to explain this to them, but I just wish that they could know that the Uber Eats Cup and the Uber Eats doesn't mean anything. They don't. All that matters is the Champions League. Nobody for PSG, nobody cares what you do, how many goals you score, your assists, or your performances in the Uber Eats. If you play for PSG, it is completely, totally, and utterly irrelevant. It is completely and totally irrelevant, man. So it's messed up, man. See, this is tough. Best 11 possible in the Premier League with only one player from each club. That's that's okay. Let's try that just for a laugh. Let's try that. Let's just try that. We've got time here. Wait, what's the name of that? Is it Chosen 11? Now I've not forgotten the name of that freak. What is it? Oh no, it's not. Wait, what's the name of that formation creator that you can use? There's a really good one. It's formation. Or is it tactics creator or something? Man, open up or build lineup. That's the one. Okay. All right. Let's ride with this. Rolling down, sipping on gin and juice, laid back. I got my mind and my money and my money and my mind. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. So, actually, wait a minute. All right, that's a lot better, isn't it? So, one player from each club, man. So, my keeper. You know what? I might ride with Pickford. I ride with Pickford. I always go with a 4-3-3. So 4-3-3. So okay, so left back. See, now this is where it gets tricky. Let me see what Chilwell is saying. And then let me go with this dude. Let me go with Laporte. Do you know what? See, now this is where it gets tough now. This is where it gets real tough. Damn it. This is where it gets real tough. What's the name of that Crystal Palace dude? What's the name of that Crystal Palace defender? Okay, let me just fill these other places. Instead of Laporte, I think I would roll with, you know what? I'm going to roll with Van Dijk. I'm going to have De Bruyne in there. Let me just fill it with all of the top tier guys. I'll have Kante in here because I ain't putting any Chelsea defenders in defense. Aubameyang. I'll ride with Aubameyang. And I may, you know what? I may ride with Jimenez. Okay, I think something is forming. Something is forming. I do like Carlos Sanchez. See, there are not that many quality right backs. So United, City, Chelsea. See, yeah, there are not that many quality right backs. They're just not that many quality right backs. Sorry, it's because the other, I think the Jimenez with the G's, the Atletico dude. What other right backs are there? You see, that's what Wan Bissaka. Thank you. I knew that I was missing one. So one Bissaka. Okay, here we go. Oh, I still need these two midfielders. You know what? How about we put Vardy there? We have Ruben Neves in here. And here, who would we have here? Who would we have here? Wait, what's the name of that? Come on, let me look at this table. Who am I missing? Who am I missing? Who am I missing? Who am I missing? So Premier League table. Premier League table. All right. Okay. Burnley, Arsenal, Southampton. Oh my god. Actually, you know what? You know what? I wouldn't mind. What's the name of that dude? Is it what's the name of that dude from Watford? Is it Dokure? The name of that dude for thingy, is it Dokure? You see, I already have one Bissaka. Grealish is a good shout. But I think Grealish plays this position. Grealish plays the Grealish is playing the De Bruyne position, so he can't play there. Oh, yeah, you're right. Vardy and Chilwell is not allowed. Man, I told you this thing ain't easy, man. You know what? You know what I may do? So I may play Oba as a lone striker. I may play. Yeah, now this is tricky. Neves in there. Wait, who am I? I knew there was a guy from Palace, but I can't play him in there. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll have Grealish in here. I'll have Grealish in here. Grealish and Thingy in there. And I think that's it. I think that's it. You see, yes, but then that I've got Sanchez in there. I've got Sanchez in there. I've got Sanchez in there. See, yeah, Carlos Sanchez is my sports player because I know I wanted to, but you know what I'll do? Yeah, I can't. I'll put Son in there, and what's it? There's a dude. There's a really what's the name of the guy that's moved from? Oh gosh, the Crystal Palace French defender. Why am I going blank? Why am I going blank? So Crystal Palace. Wait, Crystal Palace French defender. Sacco, Mamadou Sacco. There you go, Sacco. So I'll ride with Sacco in here. I like him as a defender. We'll have Sacco and Van Dijk in there. And then we'll have Neves and Doucouré as the midfielders, man. Yeah, thank you, Sacco. Oh no. Sacco is a good defender. Sacco is a good because I was saying to you, Sacco is a good defender, man. Sacco is a good defender. Nathan Ake. So yeah, sorry, I always keep on getting them mixed up. Davinson Sanchez, that's the guy. It's Davinson, not Carlos Sanchez. It's Davinson Sanchez. Carlos Sanchez is the other dude with a bit of the afro. So okay, so yeah, I think that's how I will roll. Wait, I was gonna say who is? Yeah, he is named Dokore. So that's my team. So Pickford in goal for Everton. Chilwell is my Leicester City player. Van Dijk, Liverpool, Sacco, Palace, Wan-Bissaka, Man United, Kante, Chelsea, Ruben Neves, Wolves, Doucouré, Watford, De Bruyne, Man City, Son, Tottenham, and Aubameyang for the Arsenal, man. And that's how we're going to ride. That's how we're going to ride. Wait. Who does Nick Pope play for? What does your boy Nick Pop play for? All right. Let's see what your boy Beston is saying. Flop of the season and best signing of the season. Well, as we are, I think all that's left is the Syria. All of the Syria. Flop of the season, has to be Griezmann, based on the money that was paid and so forth. Him. Signing of the season. It might be Bruno Fernandes. It might be Bruno Fernandes Kovacic. Even if Bruno Fernandes Kovacic bricked it up against Chelsea because he was playing against his foster father, based on what he has done and his impact on such a short space of time, I'll say Bruno Fernandes Kovacic. Yeah, Bruno Fernandes Kovacic. But yeah, okay, other flops. I mean, Griezmann is definitely a huge flop of the season for sure. Who else has been a flop for the season? And just laid back. Actually, you know what? Look, I might have to say Lukaku over Bruno Fernandes. Lukaku has been an amazing signing for Inter. He's been an absolutely amazing signing for Inter. Bro, Togan Hazard has been alright. Okay, you don't have to be sorry. Togan Hazard has been alright. Okay, Togan Hazard has been alright. Okay, so chill. Togan Hazard has been alright. Okay. Did Chelsea get Kovacic? No. Did Chelsea get Kovacic this season? No. Kovacic was around last season. Yeah, I know. Mbappe's out of this UCL. Yeah, we know. He's out of it. We know. We get it. We know he's out of the season. We know he's out of the season. Some guy said Pava has not been signing of the season, bro. Okay, like yeah, he's been good. You can't mess with him. Actually, so coach, did Atletico get Marcos Llorente this season? Did they get any others? But speaking of Atletico, I think you have to also you also have to also look at Jao Felix as one of the flops of the season because Jao Felix has not been great. But I want to know, wait, did you guys get Marcos Llorente this season? Because if you did, Llorente has to be around there. Yeah, you've got to look at Marcos Llorente. Just for what he did at Anfield, and he's been good for Atletico. But what he did at Anfield, you've got to look at him. And guys, with Mbappe out, man, Atletico can smell that final. Atletico can smell that final. Yo, what up to my Twitch people? What up to my Twitch people? Guys, remember, I'm on Twitch. We are streaming both on YouTube and Twitch. We are streaming both on YouTube and Twitch. So choose your platform of choice. Choose your platform of choice, either YouTube or Twitch. Because if you like Twitch's whole thing and the whole gang, go to Twitch. You prefer YouTube, go. But we are streaming right now on YouTube and Twitch. And going forward, man, I will probably try and be doing it on both of those platforms. Haaland is a good shout. Haaland is a very Haaland is a very good shout. Haaland is a good shout. Haaland is a good shout. I mean, he bricked it in the second leg against PSG. Haaland is a very good shout. Haaland is a very good shout. But so I think you have to look at Bruno Fernandes, Kovacic, Haaland, Lukaku. Bro, can we please stop this fake news? Kepa didn't score 70 mil. Let's just stop those lies now. Kepa did not cost 70 mil. That is a bald-faced lie. That is a bald-faced lie. And please, please, please stop that right now. But Kepa is who's been a bigger flop? This should actually be a very good question. Which has been a bigger flop? Kepa or Griezmann? The side check or Brekabalaga? Who's been a bigger flop? The side chick or Breaker Balaga? Who's been a bigger flop? Hey, Martin Rosario, thank you for super chat, Martin Rosario. You absolute calypso. He says, his name is Hazard, by the way. Be respectful. Don't call him fat. That's very disrespectful. Eden Hazard, first of his name, biggest flop this year and the next HH. Okay, I'll be real with you. He has definitely been a flop. 100%. Has he been a bigger flop than Kepa and Griezmann? I'm not sure. Because when you talk about flop, you have to talk about the hype surrounding them and how much you paid. Barcelona paid a lot for Griezmann, and Griezmann was the guy that said, I am top three in the world. That came out of his mouth. He said, oh, World Cup final, this, that, boom. So, but Hazard is in there. Hazard is definitely in there. Coach, I have no idea what happened, bro. That is one of the weirdest things. I didn't know what the weird thing is. It was definitely bots. Because basically, you know what happened? So as they came in, we had like 90 dislikes on the vid. But when you now look at it right now, it's now gone down to like 30 or 40 dislikes. So what I think it is those are fake accounts. And I think that because they have sort of been deleted or something, those dislikes have been retracted. But that's weird. It is so weird. So I think that maybe it's a case of where this was definitely planned. This was definitely planned by some people who wanted to try and say what's up to me, man. It's because my thing about this is that where did they come from? Why did they choose that vid at that time? Because there was nothing in the title of the vid or the description that would have yielded interest from a bunch of skinhead white neo-Nazis. So yeah, very, very no odd man. Yeah, look, it's EDL neo-Nazis, people who live in their basements, people whose balls haven't dropped yet, all that kind of stuff. All right, someone put them in there, man. But I don't know. It's true that there were so many. My boy did a thing, man. The Neymar fanboys are getting the excuses ready. Karma for Neymar for leaving the project the last 3 years. There are no excuses. Neymar, if you're really as good as you claim you are, lead the side to victory without Mbappé. Lead the side. Because right now, because I dare Neymar to get injured. I dare him. See, even if Neymar gets injured, I will laugh at PSG. I'll say, okay, this club, this team, this entire organization is a flipping joke. But the way it's looking at right now, even if they get through Atalanta and Atletico beats Leipzig, I'm not sure I can put PSG past Atletico. If they are overtly reliant on Neymar, and Neymar is the guy that they're fully reliant on, if you're Atletico, just put up a defensive job against Neymar. So let's go down know that. Just mark Neymar out. Man mark, get him out of the game. Focus on him, rough him up, physically harm him, and we can say what's up. It's not looking good for PSG, man. It's not looking good for PSG if you're now overtly reliant on one dude, man. It's not looking good for those guys, man. So yeah, they hacked him down in the match. Yeah, no. As I said again, all I want to know is what was that guy thinking? What was he thinking? Like, I just say that. Why do that? Because okay, fair enough. Make a professional foul. Talk him. Like, there is no reason to go into a tackle flying like that. There's no reason. Like, there is no reason I can think of in a football match to go flying into a tackle. It's one of those things of like, that should be like a 6-month ban. That should be a 6-month ban. Like, people should look at that retrospective and say, okay, no, yeah, you're banned for 6 months. So that's a 6, and also 6-month ban without pay. 6 months without pay ban. So then you now learn, because again, there is no reason. Some tackles that people make, there's no reason. See, the tackles that people make where, I got in there late. once if your feet leave the ground and you're doing like a Donnie Yen kick, then I mean, nah, you're having a laugh. So are you trolling by saying this? I just want to know, are you trolling by saying this? Because if you truly believe that Henderson at any part of his career has ever been even on the same level as KDB, you are crazy. The football writers are English and they have English bias. So they will give it to Henderson because English writers are extremely biased, as most people are, but English writers specifically are very biased. So whatever they say, you don't really listen to them because they will always have English bias. So they're always coming from a compromised position. But anybody who knows football, you know that KDB is a far superior player to Henderson. Henderson is a good player. He's a real good player, and he did a very important job for Liverpool. KDB is a high quality, high tier player. You know, there's a difference. He's a top, like Henderson is what I call maybe upper tier 3. KDB is tier 1. Mbappé injured equals rest in peace CL. CR7 coming for that CL. It's a huge blow for PSG. I'll give you that after skills, man. Thank you for the super chat. It is a huge blow for PSG. But this may be what galvanizes them. Maybe they're like, okay, we now want to win this CL for Mbappe. And if PSG do win the CL and he gets his medal, I will still go with the narrative. The Mbappe narrative will still be there. That he's won a World Cup and a Champions League. Yeah, yes, I'll use that narrative. Yes, because I'm petty. I'm very petty indeed. Cristiano coming for that CL. But you've got to go through Lyon. You know, and even if they go through Lyon, Juve have a very, very difficult road. They've got a very, very difficult road. Because most likely Juve will have to defeat Man City in the quarters. And see, that is a blockbuster quarters. That could be a potential blockbuster quarterfinal game between those two dudes, man. What else are we saying here, man? You guys like that video. And guys, remember, watch it here, man. Guys, support your boy. Support your boy, guys. Support your boy, man. You know, show your love for your boy. Become a patron, man. Okay, I told you, I blog. The Football Hot blog, the greatest blog of all time, where I give you all that beautiful football goodness, is all on the Patreon. Patreon.com/halffoot. We want more patrons. We want more patrons. We want more patrons. Support your boy. Support your boy. Support your boy. Pledge an amount each month and say what's up to your boy. Exclusive vids. Podcast, the Saturday Sunday hangouts. What's it called? Behind the scenes crack. Blog crack. All the crack you need from your boy HH, and also movie stuff as well. I also put in film blogs and movie blogs as well. It's all on the Patreon. So patreon.com/halfhope. Click the link, become a patron. Click the link, become a patron. Do it now. Do it now. You know. What else are you guys saying, man? Protect HH at all costs, man. HH, Neymar delivered the French. You know what I find funny about people? This is what I find funny about people. What I find extremely amusing about people is how sad people are. That's what I find about people. It's how sad people are. So whenever people say, "Oh, Cristiano scored 700 Gs. Oh, Messi has scored another hat trick and everything. Oh, Neymar has done this," you set the bar so low, and I just find that unfortunate. Nobody gives a flying F about the Uber Eats Cup. It's an irrelevant trophy if you're PSG. If you're PSG and you win the Uber Eats League, that is relevant. No one cares. All that people care about is the CL. That's all people care about is the CL. You know? So guys, I'll paste in the link in here for you boys, man. I want more patrons. Support support the kid, man. Support the kid, support the kid, support the kid, man. Support the kid, support the kid, support the kid, man. Say what's up to the kid. From Just Beston says that I promise you Neymar will win the CL. No one can stop him. Beston, this is all I ask from you, Beston. Please, 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 Beston. If Neymar fails, will you come back to these streams? That's all I ask. If he fails, will he come back to the stream? That's all I ask. Thank you. From Just Beston again, who says, what's your view on Scholes and where do you rank him? I rate Scholes very highly. So I know, Bessie, I know you like to say that, oh, you hate ex-United players. I rate Scholes very highly. I rate Scholes so highly that Scholes is arguably one of England's best ever midfield players. Scholes is better than Gerrard. Scholes is better than Scholes is better than Lampard. Scholes of his generation was England's best central midfielder. Of his generation was the best midfielder. Technically amazing, superb passing, ridiculously consistent, and played the midfield role the way it was supposed to play. He played the midfield role the way it was supposed to play. So yeah, I rate Scholes very, very highly indeed. So you see, Beston, I don't hate anything United, man. Okay? I don't hate anything United. H, quick question. Does YouTube take a bigger cut than Patreon? Where would the best place be to support the kid? Actually, guys, the best place is Patreon. Because this is what you have to realize, that YouTube is a massive, huge company. And they take a huge cut. Which is why a lot of people are looking at Twitch. That's why your boy Logic went over to Twitch, because Twitch is not as big as YouTube. What they try to do to get creators in there are like, we give you a far more favorable cut. Patreon, they're a much smaller platform, and so forth. They're like, okay, if you come in there, we'll give you more favorable cuts. So that's why I just say to guys like, so, because again, look, if the best place to support me is to become a Patreon member. That is really the best place. Patreon member or even a YouTube member. But really, Patreon is the best thing because they don't take as big a cut as YouTube. But the thing with YouTube is that it's where I started, and YouTube is the biggest platform. There is no media platform bigger than, there's no bigger online platform than YouTube. Doesn't come close. So to get yourself out there, you've got to have the YouTube presence. But YouTube, those guys, they take that cake. YouTube take that cake. So really, like the things that really help support me and keep this going are the super chats, the YouTube members, the Patreon members. Those are the guys that really say what's up to your boy. Because as I said again, because I'm going to put on the video shouting out to my Patreon, the Patreon dudes, man. But and even every week, always shouting out the Patreon dudes. But the key thing is yeah, like I want to do this full time, 100%. Like, why wouldn't I want to do this full time, where I talk about football and film 24/7? This is it's my oxygen. CL, World Cup, Euros, plus Chelsea. This is it's the injection. It's my injection. So it's what I want to ride with, man. People are haters, man. Rashford versus Pulisic, who's better? Maybe that's a football battle. Maybe that's a football battle on the horizon. So I will keep it shush until we have that. But Scholes doesn't sniff Clarence Seedorf. Oh no. I wouldn't say he doesn't sniff Clarence Seedorf, but Seedorf is better than Scholes. Seedorf was an incredible player. So yeah, Scholes is not. You see, for me, I'll say like Gerrard and Lampard don't sniff Seedorf. That's what I'll say. Scholes sniffs Seedorf, but he isn't as good as Seedorf. Seedorf is better than Scholes. Because Seedorf, you're talking about Seedorf was next level. And if you're playing and starting for peak AC Milan, you're that dude. You're that dude. Me and Daniel, for the Talking Tactics Patreon, Me and Daniel, we did a video on Ronaldinho, man. Guys, man, I'll keep it a stack. I'll keep it a stack, man. Dino was something, man. As I said again, like, see, for me, when I look at Messi and Cristiano, I appreciate their consistency. Based on their consistency, those guys, next level. Next level. They redefine what consistency means. They just don't excite me. When you just look at Dino, I'm like, yeah, like, this is what football should really be. This is what it means to really lift people off their feet and really give them the incentive. It's almost like in Gladiator. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is that not why you're here? Speaking of which, that's the next cinema film. Well, we're going to ride with Gladiator next Wednesday, man. We're going to ride with Gladiator next Wednesday. That's next Wednesday's half of cinema film, man. Apparently, Messi's father has shifted to Italy. Oh. So, are you saying that he's going to Inter Milan? But look, see, I don't read too much into those things. I don't really read too much into those things like, oh my gosh, his father moved there, or he followed him, or he liked this whole thing. Give me something concrete. So him moving to Italy, maybe it's because of tax. Because remember, these guys have been fighting tax evasion for ages. So maybe it's just some tax things that they were trying to get themselves into, man. So that's the thing, man. No, Gladiator is a legendary film. Slave, you'll remove your helmet and tell me your name. My name is Max Remus. Lead the Felix Lee Legions. Fathers who murdered the son, husbands who murdered the wife. I will get my vengeance in this life or the next. And what a soundtrack. What an amazing soundtrack. I mean, Hans Zimmer. My God, man. Hans Zimmer. Whew. Look, man, that guy did the whole thing, man. Thoughts on Frank Lampard swearing at Klopp? Yeah, I saw the video. Wild vid. And I think for Lampard is like, because Klopp was like saying, like, calm down. Because Lampard was just going crazy, obviously, because of the foul that he didn't think it was a foul, and it's actually even led to an amazing goal by Trent. But for Lampard, like, you need Hampton go there because obviously, passions are running high. It's a very intense game. It's a game that obviously means a lot for Chelsea, but the scripts, which means that Sunday is not even huge. But yeah, it was a bit like, yeah, man. I mean, that's it was a bit much because even Lampard himself said, "Okay, I'm so like I shouldn't have sweat, man." Like I think the swearing of the language used was a bit too much because this guy was dropping F bombs, man. Guy was dropping F bombs all the way, man. So that was wild, man. For me, Neymar is more entertaining than Dino. I've seen Dino flop in his prime in the 06 World Cup. That doesn't make any sense. You said that's entertaining. So in terms of entertaining, Neymar never did what Dino did at his peak. Never. And Dino was doing this stuff in La Liga. Okay. So did Neymar ever have a game that Dino had against Real Madrid at the Santiago Bernabeu where the crowd applauded him off? No, he didn't. Don't ever put Neymar in the same breath as Dino. Neymar is quality and everything. Don't you dare put Neymar. Dino is different. Neymar is amazing. Super ability. Don't even dare put him in the same breath as Dino. Okay, Dino was different. Like when Dino came on the scene, people were like, "Who is this dude? Who is this dude?" Put some respect on Dino's name. See, my frustration with Dino is he could have entered into the GOAT conversation. Because if he had maybe a longer peak and he had said what's up in the 06 World Cup, then we can have the GOAT conversation. But even despite that, Dino's peak is better than most guys' peak. For me, What Dino did at his peak, Messi didn't do. Cristiano didn't do. Neymar hasn't done. Ibra hasn't done. I don't think Rivaldo did. I don't think Romario did. Dino at his peak was like, this is different because only if you have a true love for football and you've played for football do you appreciate, which is why like a lot of people, specifically ballers and street ballers, they have a particular affiliation with Dino because Dino said, I'm going to bring the streets to a professional game. See, most guys say, yeah, I can do the streets, but I can't bring the streets to a professional game. I'm going to play 11 aside. Dino says, you know what? Nah, I'm bringing the streets to a professional game. And he did things you shouldn't do in a professional game. This dude was holding the ball up on his chest like this in a game, in a full game. This dude played a pass with his back. You see, that's it. For me, I want to be entertained. I want people to do things that are extravagant. I want people to do things that wow the crowd, that are imaginative, that are creative. That's what Dino did. Dino was different, man. Dino was different. Dino was different, man. You know, that's just see, that's how I write, man. Saint Arten inspired so many wingers. Oh no, for me, he may have inspired them, but I don't think that they could do what he did. And no, see, there's not been there's been no one like Dino ever since. No one. Yeah, people are doing skills there. Nobody has done what Dino did. No one. Like when you look at Dino, and that's the key thing. When you look at Dino's show reel, your jaw drops. Your jaw drops. You're like, wow. So you see, I respect the guys that have more output, that are more efficient and anything, but output and efficiency doesn't excite me. It doesn't make me go, oh my god, wow, whoa, what the, you know? But Dino was the guy that was like, wait, how did he do that? You know, and it's about style. It's about style, man. You only get to pick one: Sancho, Kai Havertz, João Felix, the Us. The Us. The Us. Because I believe in him. And this is why I picked the Us is if you're ambidextrous, man, that is too powerful. That is too powerful. Any player that can play with their rights, with their lefts, that's too powerful. That's way too powerful, man. Way too powerful. So I told you, I will always that there's nothing you guys will say to me. There's nothing you guys will say to me that will make me sick and sus. And you guys have been trying. You guys have been trying to make me hate on the Us. I never will. I will never ever give up on the Us. I will never give up on the Us. Oh my god. So now we've now gone here now. Oh Lord. So from Bombasta and Blaster, pick one: Schweinsteiger, Xavi, or Scholes. At their peak, Schweinsteiger. Because for me, first of all, Schweinsteiger and Xavi are superior to Scholes. I believe Schweinsteiger could adapt and play well in many different systems. If I get Xavi, I'm forced to play a very particular system. Because I think Schweinsteiger was far more malleable. And also Schweinsteiger really said what's up in 2013 to that Barca side. You know, and Schweinsteiger was arguably one of the best players in the world during 2013 and 2014, and he was key in a treble and in a World Cup. So I would say, I mean, peak Xavi was huge, but peak Schweinsteiger because he was not beholden to a system, you know. And the things that I wouldn't want to play a tiki-taka system. So, objectively, you say Xavi based on what he did, but if I was picking a team, I'll say Schweinsteiger. Just Beston, thoughts on Kanye and Kim trying to get a divorce? First of all, I don't give a damn about Kanye West. Kanye West is a clown. I don't give a damn about Kim Kardashian because that ass is fake. Okay, if the ass was real, I would care a lot more. Because that ass is fake, I don't like it. So I don't give a damn. If they divorce, who cares? I'm not a celebrity whore. I don't obsess over what Kanye or Kim are doing. That is what sad, pathetic people who don't have a life do. Is they obsess and they retweet and they like everything that these attention whores do. Kanye and Kim are attention whores. So since they're attention whores, let them keep on whoring attention. I don't care. I want to move on from that crap. From Leo 380.0. Apparently, sorry, I've already seen that he's moved to Italy. All right, so HH, thoughts on sentencing saying that the US is the key for the UCL? Well, if he said that, he's very right. That is their secret weapon. Their secret weapon is the US. Their secret weapon is the US. And that is a dude who can really say what's up for Barcelona. Messi can do it on his own. And Griezmann has shown that I don't think he's going to give him the desired help that he needs. And Gattuso has said that we are not going to tickle Barcelona. He has come out and said, we're not there to tickle Barcelona. We are there to say what's up. So now playing there to say what's up. The US is vital. Like it or not, haters who say that the US is trash. Barca cannot do it with Messi alone, which is what it's like because Cannibal is declining. Griezmann is a side chick. So Barca fans, if you want to win the CL, you need the US. You need to support the US. If you don't support the US and you're left with Messi's own devices, okay, all right then, all right, cool. Wait, what? Shout out to your boy Mo Football Hub member. More Hail Mary than seek. Oh, so sorry, so more of your Hail Mary than a secret web. Hey, Mo, relax, chill. Don't be disrespectful to the US. Don't be disrespectful to the US, more. Please don't be disrespectful to the US. HH, thoughts on, is that NBA or HBA? What the heck is the HBA? Or did you mean the NBA? I just want to know because I don't know what the hell HBA is. Did you mean the NBA? Yeah, I'm going to be making a call to Bram very soon. Because first of all, I'm going to be making like several calls. I'm going to be making several calls tomorrow because I'm getting very nervous about Sunday. I'm getting very nervous about Sunday because Sunday is one of the one of the biggest games in the last decade. Chelsea Wolves, biggest game in the last 10 years. Facts. Biggest game in the last 10 years is Chelsea Wolves on Sunday. It's a huge game, massive game. 3.5 billion people are going to be viewing that game. Did you hear what I said? Did you listen? Did you hear what I said? 3.5 billion people will be tuning in to watch Chelsea versus Wolves. That is huge. Those are what you call numbers. Okay. Those guys are going to be viewing those dudes. It is a massive, huge thing, man. HH, can you remove your shades if Chelsea doesn't make top four? If Chelsea doesn't make top four, you won't be seeing me. Or if you do see me, you'll be seeing an extremely angry and a very violent and aggressive HH. So don't just start thinking any of that stuff. If Chelsea don't make top four, it won't be pretty. Put it that way, it won't be pretty, man. It will not be pretty at all. So you have to just hope. You have to just hope that they make top four. I think I already did a Jad versus Us super. Oh no, sorry, I did the Us on Mbappé. Yeah, I haven't done the Us and Jad. Actually, let me write that down. Let me write that down. Let me write it down on my thing. So wait, actually, yeah. Let me ask you guys: what football battles do you guys want to see? Because I know I've got to do Ferdinand Mendy versus Alphonso Davies. I've got to do that. Rashford and the sick Rashford and the sick. So what do you guys say? So you say the Us and Sancho. What other one? So this is basically it has to be current players. It has to be for current players. Okay. Vardy versus Kane. That's interesting. Vardy versus Kane. You see, this is when guys. Even if you're joking, you shouldn't even make a joke like that. I know that you're joking. I know that you're trolling, but even if you're joking and you're trolling, you shouldn't joke and make a troll like that. And again, this is a dumbass comment, man. You know, that's all. So that's obviously either you're being stupid or that's just you trolling and having a joke and a laugh. Oh wow, Mustafi. Yo, shout out to your boy Jonas Philbert, Horseman, $20 dude, man. Jonas Philbert, shout. Mustafi versus. Because you know what I should be doing, and this is what I actually want to do. I've been trying to figure it out. I want to do brick battles. I actually want to do brick battles, and see how those flow. So basically, because yeah. I want to do brick battles. You know what? So just your boy Phil and Jonas Philbeck for that. Karius versus Kepa. Karius versus Kepa. Let me put that out there. Karius versus Kepa. But I don't think. I think Karius is another level, man. Oh yeah, I think you see Kepa versus De Gea may even be better. Because no, Karius is a scholar. Karius is a scholar. Oh, that's not bad. VVD versus Kuza versus Varane. That's not bad. VVD versus Varane. Kim K wins. I prefer Kovia woman than even if Lopez is Korea, but I like even if the booty is fake, there's still a lot more meat in them. Lord Niang versus Morata, guy, relax, bro. You don't have to make me go through a traumatic thing. Hey man, Adaj, man, relax, man. Iwobi versus Iheanacho, man. Relax, man. Relax. Chill, man. Relax. Chill. Just relax. This is interesting. That's not bad. Sane versus Gnabry. Both guys who will now be competing against one another, man. Sane versus Gnabry. That's actually a pretty good one. Have to probably roll with. That's close. That is close, but I might have to roll with Naomi Banks, man. I'll probably have to roll with Naomi Banks, but it is close though. It is close between those two top tier performers. Actually, yeah, Son. See, who should Son? See, Son versus Gnabry would be interesting, man. Son versus Gnabry would be interesting. Or who else could Son go with? Who else could? Actually, there's another. Who else could Son go with? Son versus Cristiano. That's it. Now that's a good one. That is a good one. Thiago Alcantara and Kovacic. That's a really good one. Man, they're pretty good baskets here, man. Actually, even probably even do managerial battles. Yeah, battle of the rookies, battle of the rookies. You know, yeah, because and I think the key thing that whenever I do these battles, I always take guys at their very best. I always have to take guys at their very best. I think that's the best way to do it. You have to always take guys at the very best, man. You know. Somebody even mentioned his name. Where is William Cavalli now? I keep telling people, very, very underrated player. very underrated player. You know, he was a really, really underrated player. Absolutely underrated, William Carvalho, and he was one of Portugal's most important and one of their best players at the Euros. Man, guy was real cool, man. What was I saying, man? Yeah, Kimmich Casemiro, that doesn't really work. Because see with Kimmich is he a right back? Is he a midfielder? So what really works is Casemiro, Kante, Casemiro, Busquets. Those are the ones that really work. Or Casemiro, William Carvalho. Because whenever you do these, you have to do players who play the exact same position. That's how it works. So even if it's midfield, you have to have guys that play the exact same midfield position. From your boy Just Bestin. Just Bestin. I am not doing a Zidane versus Pogba football battle. That's not happening. So you can keep thinking, keep trying. That isn't happening. Zidane versus Pogba. No, I'm sorry. You're being a psycho, man. You're being a psycho. There is no way in hell I will insult Zidane by putting him in a football battle with Paul Pogba. So all the respect for Paul Pogba, you're talking to a legend, bro. You're talking to a legend. This is yeah. I might think about this one. You know, that could be Firmino, Martial. But as you say again, different roles. Martial is much more of like a striker. Firmino is a false nine. So should you really be comparing a false nine with an out-and-out striker? So who should really be comparing him to? Are you ready for it? Is Messi. You know, because the only other guy that really plays false nine in the natural sense of the word is Messi. How many pure false nines are there out there in the world? This is not at all, man. I think I already did Henry, and I think I already did an Henry versus Edson. I think I've already done that, man. What did I say, man? Thoughts on Mbappé to Liverpool? I feel he could play the Firmino role well with his playmaking ability and through balls. I feel he could get the best out of Mane and Salah. Oh no, look, Messi would work really, really well in that system. He'd work really well in that system, superbly well, because Salah and Mane are pretty much strikers. Pretty much, yeah, they may be wide, but they're pretty much strikers. And Firmino doesn't really play as an out-and-out striker. So the kind of passes and distribution he would give to Mane and Salah, even to a Trent and a Robertson, would be amazing. Because as good as Firmino is, Firmino doesn't have the ability, the vision, or the creativity that Messi has. But would Messi really go to Liverpool? No. Like Messi isn't leaving sunny Barcelona for Liverpool, and he's not learning to speak English. That's not happening. That's actually, I don't see how Messi leaves Barcelona because I don't think he can be bothered to learn a new language. So no, that's not happening. Centurions, 100 points, lost 9 games. Yeah, but they're still the Centurions. So they're still historic. So the Arsenal team is historic because they never got beat during a season, something that no one else has done. The Centurions are historic because they accumulated the most points per season. So even if Liverpool won the league, they're not an historic team. Very good team, one of the best teams, but they're not a historic team. The historic teams are the Invincibles and the 100-point Centurions. Those are the guys, man. Those are the guys, man. Those are the flipping dudes. The Leaks versus Terry Flew. How the hell would I do that, man? No, I think no. He means this season. Yeah, he means this season. That you guys he lost all that thingy this season. So that's what it means. He means this season. Battle of number 10s, De Bruyne versus Beckham. De Bruyne moving close. De Bruyne isn't Beckham. See, for me, and that's the thing about it. Their roles are similar. I don't think they're the same. Beckham was a support striker. Really, he was a supporting striker. So he played just off of. Basically, the closest thing to the Beckham role is what Lautaro Martinez does for Inter Milan. De Bruyne plays far deeper. So De Bruyne is a number 10, but sometimes you may even see De Bruyne right in midfield. Beckham never played as far back in the midfield as he did. So I don't think the things are the same. But I would say that De Bruyne has more tools and is more versatile than Beckham. So because De Bruyne can play in midfield, he can play number 10, he can play off the striker, he can play out wide, so he can do a lot more. Technically, De Bruyne isn't touching Beckham. Beckham is one of the most technically gifted players of all time. What he could think, the kinds of things that he could do was different, man. Top 3 films from 2000 to 2010. Ooh, is that what you want? Told you, man, you're speaking to the resident movie merchant. You're speaking to the resident movie merchant himself. So is that what you want? From 2000 to 2010. Gladiator. Apocalypto. So those are standard. Let me think on this. Because I have a few. I mean, so you look at Batman Begins, which came out in 05. You've got to look at The Fellowship of the Ring, which came out in 01. You've got to look at, how can I forget? Reloaded. It was also, of course, Reloaded, one of my tops of all time. So yeah, so Gladiator, which came out in 2000. Apocalypto, which came out in 2006. And Reloaded, which came out in 2003. Those are my 3. But special mentions to Fellowship of the Ring, which is the best film, which came out in 01. Begins, which came out in 05. I think when did First Avenger come out in 2010 or 2011? When did it come out? Did it come out in when did First Avenger come out? Did First Avenger come out in 2010 or 2011? First Avenger IMDb. When did it come out? Because I'm pretty sure it was 2011. 2011. It came out in 2011. So what were the things that, you know what? I thought this film was pretty good. Traffic, which came out in 2000, same year as Gladiator. Which other ones do we have? You know what? I really liked Avatar. I really liked Avatar, which came out in 09. I really liked Avatar. I really liked Avatar. So yeah, so I think those are the ones. So my answer, yeah, Gladiator, Apocalypso, and The Matrix Reloaded. But best cinematic experience, The Fellowship of the Ring. That film. Also, special mention as well. See, I told you, man, don't get me in my movie bag, man. This is a football thing, man. Don't get me in my movie bag, man. Cloverfield. I think Cloverfield was 2014. Oh no! Oh, Cloverfield. Sorry, Cloverfield was 08. Best cinema experiences: Cloverfield, Fellowship of the Ring. Cloverfield and Fellowship of the Ring, man. Those two were tough, man. Yeah, no, yeah. Look, I mean, I know, yeah. 2020 is 11 years, but who cares, man? You know, it's fine. Keep it all inclusive. We don't have to be so precise, man. The heck? Liverpool earliest league title win, 7 games left. Yeah, but is that still historic though? Yes, it's impressive and so forth. It's, for me, saying that you won the title earlier than anyone else, it doesn't sound as sexy as we got the most points that has ever been accumulated or we were never beaten. That's yeah, but we won the title with 7 games left. Yeah, but we had 100 points. You know, as in we literally completely took a dump on the league. We got it freaking 100 points, scoring crazy goals. As in no one ever beat us. No one ever beat us. What Liverpool did, it is still very impressive, but they should have broken the points record. They should have. The unbeaten thing is something that's going to be very hard to do in the Premier League, which is why that is always going to be one of the best feats that Arsenal did. But Liverpool, it was right there. And Liverpool will probably end with 99 points, and they should have. They should have gotten more. They should have broken the points record. They should have, easily. Maybe they'll do it next season. Maybe they'll do it next season, perhaps. No, I haven't watched Dark. What is that? I haven't watched Dark. Yeah, no, Spirited Away was cool though. I did like Spirited Away. I see No Country for Old Men, because I do like what the Coen did, and I really like Josh Brolin in it. No Country for Old Men was really about Javier Bardem. It was really about Javier Bardem. Like Javier Bardem was really the star of that film. It was still a very good film, very well written, and Tommy Lee Jones was real good. But what Javier Bardem was the guy that really stole the day, man. He really stole the day. Again, training. First of all, I really didn't like There Will Be Blood. There Will Be Blood is all about Daniel Day-Lewis. I didn't like the film. Amazing performance. Training Day, the Training Day as a film ain't great. It's really about Denzel. Ethan Hawke was pretty good, but Denzel is the real driving force of that film. So, yeah, but Fellowship of the Ring is the best of the trilogy, man. I don't watch horror movies. I don't know if you guys. I do not, and I will not, and I will never watch horror movies, man. It's not happening, man. Who do you think is going to win the league next season if City gets Koulibaly? It's going to be very close. If Man City gets, and also I don't think City are going to get Koulibaly. I think Koulibaly might commit himself to Napoli. I think it might. But let's just say if they get Koulibaly or someone of that ilk in defense, and Liverpool don't just get anyone, I think City may reclaim their title. But remember, when Mourinho won that title with all those points, what happened? Pep left. So it's going to be very interesting to see how Pep reacts and whether Pep can really say what's up and go tit for tat back again with Liverpool and so forth. But if Liverpool don't buy anybody and City re-up and buy players, I may have to give the edge to Man City. Liverpool have to buy players. They need improvements. They need a striker backup. They need backup for Sané, and they need a backup for Salah and for Mane. They need a number 10 backup for Naby Keita if it doesn't work out. They need defensive cover, which is huge. They need a defensive cover. So Liverpool have to buy. Liverpool would be very foolish thinking that, we're good. We've got our first team. What if Salah gets a massive injury? What if Van Dijk has a massive injury? Then they're screwed. But this was very painful for Man City. But Liverpool have to realize that City are going to come back strong. They're going to come back strong, and they're going to come back fully 1,000% determined. They're going to come back determined, man. Because they will feel pissed off. They will feel truly pissed off. Like, even when they did the whole guard of honor, you saw how City, they didn't want to do that, man. City did not want to do that at all. They're like, nah, it's all good, man. Let's see. Best sports films. Rocky, that's number one. Any Given Sunday is really good. There's this thing called Major League with who's it with? Tom Berenger, Charlie Sheen, Wesley Snipes. Pretty good, like funny baseball movie. Coach Carter was pretty good. Coach Carter was pretty good. But yeah, the number one sport movie is easily Rocky, like Rocky 1 and 2. But Any Given Sunday was also really good. Like, and also it's Oliver Stone, who's like a really good writer and director. And again, Pacino with that inch, all the inches. What's another good sports film? Because I saw, Rudy wasn't that great. That was a bit too cheesy for me. And you know what I've always said? There's never been a really I really liked Mighty Ducks. I really liked Mighty Ducks, man. Mighty Ducks was really cool. What's this other word? And there's another one that is based on a true story starring Kurt Russell. That's about the American Olympic ice hockey team. Like the ice hockey films are like really, really good. Like, see, I love a really good sports film. Because there's just something about team play, team bonding, and all that kind of stuff that is good. Space Jam, that counts as a sports film. Space Jam is damn good. Space Jam is damn good, man. I don't know how they're going to replicate that quality with this current one with LeBron and people. But yeah, there's never been a really good football film. Goal was trash. Goal was complete and utter brickness. Don't talk to me about Goal. Escape to Victory was it was all right, because that was with Pele, Stallone, and all those dudes. But there's no I think if you're doing a football film, you have to Raging Bull. That counts as a sports film. Raging Bull. Probably one of the best sports films. Raging Bull. So you see, if I was doing like a football film, because why it's hard is that it's very hard to replicate the games in a match setting and so forth, because football is a very complicated game because it's a wider pitch and so forth. It's a lot harder to replicate drama authentically on a football pitch as opposed to an NBA court or an NFL. Like, one of the easiest things to do is NFL, because it's just so easy to do with the guy throwing and catching. But what you have to do, you just have to film it in a very artistic way. You have to just film it in a very artistic way, similar to what Scorsese did with Raging Bull, because he filmed it in a very artistic way. So if you film it in a very artistic way and so forth, slow motion, black and white, interesting angles, and crazy visuals, I think it'll be really good. Like, telling the story of a manager, telling the story of like a manager and his team and so forth would be cool. Like, I think a great film would be like Mourinho's biography, like Mourinho's life story. But then who the heck would you get to play Mourinho? That's interesting. Like, so if there was a Mourinho life story, so from his time as an assistant to FC Porto to Chelsea to Real Madrid and then to Inter, that's a tough one. Who would be a good Mourinho? You know what? There's only one dude. There's only one dude who can do it. With the right makeup. Gary Oldman. Because Gary Oldman would get the accent completely right. He's a master. Gary Oldman would get the accent completely right. He would get the mannerism completely. Oh my God. That's what I'm saying. I'm putting in a campaign. a Mourinho biography, Uncle Moon biography played by Gary Oldman. That would be incredible. And the focus would just be on Mourinho, rather on the football matches and everything. The focus would really be on Mourinho, him on the sideline, his beef with Barca and everything. And then, who then plays Pep? You know, oh no, that would be so good, man. Oh, what the heck? Oh no, what's an autobiography, isn't it? Uh, no, for me, I think no, Gary Oldman would be perfect, man. Um, would be perfect, man. If I speak, yeah, you know, an Uncle Mo thing would be crazy, man. But yeah, like no. A good sports film is quality, man. Actually, let me see. I cannot wait for that Tottenham um, documentary to land, man. That thing looks hilarious, man. That thing looks absolutely hilarious, man. You know, that thing looks absolutely hilarious. I like your think. That would work because they've got like a similar head, like that kind of a longish kind of face and so forth. That could work. I think Malkovich as Pep could work. Malkovich as Pep could work, man. Um, Thoughts on Lampard cussing out Klopp on the sideline? I think I already spoke on this previously. Wild. I mean, what like the amount of f bombs he was dropping was crazy. And I think when Lampard viewed back, he was like, "Yeah, bro, you know, like my bad. Like I messed up. You know, I messed up. Like I shouldn't have done that." And he knows that he shouldn't have done that. And I think he knows, you know, he really overstepped, you know, his boundary there. You know, so yeah. No, because like it was, and also like, bro, like, why? Did you really feel the need to really be that excessive, especially when it was so excessive towards Klopp? It was nah, come on, it was too much. And like even the decision as well. The reason why Chelsea lost that game it was much larger than just that. It's just Chelsea's defense is trash, and Kepa is trash. Sort out Kepa before you start insulting any Liverpool dudes. I haven't watched Benny like Beckham. I know because that is what launched Keira Knightley's career. And so on. Yeah, but yeah, that was what really because that was Keira Knightley's first famous film. But I don't know because no, she was in Star Wars. She was in Phantom Menace. But that's what launched her career was Benny like Beckham. But I didn't see it. From Dawn 123. From Dawn one. Actually, no. Another guy who would be a really good. Actually, who's going to be a really good pepper. I've forgotten his name. He was in Good Night, Good Luck. He was in Good Night, Good Luck. I'll show it to you. David Strathairn. That's his name. David Strathairn. There you go. Yes, this dude would be a great Pep. Let me show it to you. And it's actually you guys will now know that now why I'm a thingy merchant man. This guy, look at this dude and tell me this guy wouldn't make an amazing Pep. Look at that. That's your Pep Guardiola. David Strathairn. I don't know how many of you guys watched Good Night to Good Luck. I think it was a film directed by directed by George Clooney, and he acted in it as well. I think Strathairn played one of the main roles. That right there would be a great Pep. he can make a great Pep. So from your boy, don't want to thank you for the super chats. Thoughts on the boxing movie called The Champ, released in 1979. I thought that was one of the few sports movies that got me emotional. Also, great work, HH. Is that with Angelina Jolie's dad? What's his name again? John Voight. Because I haven't seen that, but is that with John Voight? I think it's with John Voight. Yeah, it is John Voight. Yeah, I haven't seen it. You see. Thank you for reminding me, man. I'm actually going to put that on my list. I'm actually going to put that on my list because I haven't watched that, and I kept on hearing about it because I was doing like my whole binge of 70s films, but that's one that I haven't seen, man. But yeah, I'm definitely going to give that a watch. Yeah, The Champ, because John Voight, very, very good actor. Very, very good actor indeed, man. Very, very good actor indeed. So yeah. Thanks for. Wait, where is my freaking pen, man? The freak was my pen? And I'm starving, man. Again, I need to eat. Actually, no, don't worry. I'll remember, man. All right. Hey, bro, you do realize the thing called prosthetics. You do realize that there are many guys who have hair and then they are made to have bald. All you have to do is just either shave your hair or just have like a bald patch. And look, they can do a lot of stuff with hairstyles. When Gary Oldman played Churchill, was Gary Oldman bald? No, but they just gave him like a bald cap thing and everything, you know. So, but yeah, man. So, no. Basically, that has to be done. A Mourinho, basically a Mourinho Pep biopic would be hilarious about their back and forth, man. Jonas Fulberg, thank you very much, Super Chat, Mr. Jonas Fulberg. So Jonas says, are you going to watch the Anelka Netflix documentary film Misunderstood on August 5th? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I did not know that was coming out. Wait, let me. Anelka Netflix. Oh, wow. Huh. Interesting. Anelka Misunderstood gets trailer and that's, yeah. Wow. For sure, I will. Because see, Anelka is one of those dudes where you just knew that there was just something was deeper about him. Because people forget, Anelka was flipping amazing for Arsenal. You know, the dude was like, I remember Anelka for Arsenal where like literally, if you gave Anelka like a 1v1, go. Easy. Sharp. 100% goal. Like you give Anelka a 1v1, the guy would score like that sharp. 100%. Like Anelka was a finisher. He could have been so much more, but you just knew that. And even when you saw him on the pitch, and even when you saw his body language, there was just something about him. But you could tell that he had a lot of stuff going on off the pitch, and so forth, man. But he could have been so much more. The guy could have been so much more, man. Yeah, he could have been so much more. How good was Anelka, really? Very good. He could have been one of the best strikers of his generation, for sure. Just, I don't think he didn't really care about football. That's the main thing. Because I remember, like Andy Cole said that for him, football is a job, it's an occupation. You know. So, and I think for Anelka, he viewed football as this is an occupation. Like I don't care about loyalty or enrich myself with the fans or being a legend of a club. For his mind, is that look, what I do off the pitch and my regular life is more meaningful than this whole fishnet thing. So he didn't even really care that he was talented and he was an amazing finisher and an amazing striker. He was like, look, I have a job to do. I'm going to go here. I get paid. I move on. But if Anelka really cared about football and he was really dedicated and focused, the guy would have been one of the best strikers of the generation for sure. The talent was there. The talent was there. The talent was there. Um, the talent was there. HH, where do you rank Dries Mertens? Dries Mertens is tier 2. Tier 2 for me. Upper end tier 2 for me. One of the best transformations in football. Hate Sarri all he wants. What Sarri did with Dries Mertens was amazing. He turned an average midfielder to an extremely lethal striker. An extremely superb lethal striker. Dude was just off the flipping chain, man. Off the flipping chain. So yeah, very good. Very good. I think didn't the guy do like back to back like 20 plus goal seasons back to back? Crazy. So yeah, no, Dries Mertens is really just like see. I can't give him that kind of upper tier 2, tier 1 crack because he isn't like exceptional. He isn't like a guy who in those big games he comes on trumps. So he can just start pad 20, 25 goals and so forth. But now when it now comes to the upper end thing, you can't really give him that whole thing. And also, like, what did he really do? He didn't really do anything on the World Cup or the Euros for Belgium. It was really Lukaku that was carrying the workload, man. Do you rate Zapata for Atalanta? Yeah, I like again Zapata for me is upper tier 3. I'd give Zapata upper tier 3. Decent striker, good, solid, good upper body strength, and so forth. Decent finisher, but I wouldn't really. I don't think he's of that tier 2 quality. He's a good, solid striker to have. A nice, good, solid striker to have. So I like his kind of throwback, old school nature of striking that he has. So he's high. You see, guys, I have a dilemma. I have a dilemma right now. What do I do? Do I buy Ghost of Tsushima? Or do I take the hits and get the Nintendo Switch with Breath of the Wild? What do I do? I need to know. Well, that's my dilemma right now. Ghost of Tsushima or Breath of the Wild with the Nintendo Switch? No, I can't get both. I have to choose. I can't afford both. I have to make that hardcore decision. I've got to make that. It's got to be either Ghost of guys. Ghost of Tsushima. That game looks crazy. See, my issue with Ghost of Tsushima is I'm looking at the track record of the guys who made that game, and I'm looking at what they made, like Infamous. And I was like, wait, so are these developers from the road? That's what looks like. Just that. See, what I'm because I was just like on Amazon today, and I'm thinking of getting it like from Amazon Marketplace. So so I could get a used version of Breath of the Wild for like about £40, and a Marketplace like new version for like 330 or 340, £345. So it ain't cheap, but man. That's just looks because yeah, basically my older brothers bought the Switch, so I was watching them playing the Switch. That thing looks alright, man. that thing is alright, man. No, you see, but the thing that I've been hearing some great things about Ghost of Tsushima, man. And you see, for me, I love samurai movies, and I said the samurai sword is one of the craziest swords ever. Like everything about the samurai, their clothes, the swords, it looks crazy. But yeah, man, it's tough, man. It's tough, man. It's tough. But yeah, that's what it looks like, man. That switch looks high. I won't lie, man. That switch looks high, man. I won't lie, man. That switch looks high. You know, that switch looks high. That switch looks high. HH, do you think Uncle Moo will deliver Spurs their third Europa League next season? Doubtful. Strongly doubtful. I think Mourinho has an impossible task trying to win a major trophy with Tottenham. I just don't know how he's going to be able to succeed. As I say, if he wins a major trophy for Tottenham, call him the GOAT. I don't give a damn what else. Call him the flipping GOAT if he wins a major award for these dudes, man. Call him the flipping GOAT, man. 100%. Call him the flipping GOAT. Give him all the awards, man. Give him all the awards, man. Oh, bro. If he had money to create a football game, would you? Hell yes. There are two dream games I'd want to make. One of them is a hybrid of Mass Effect and GTA. And the other is a football RPG. So it is sort of combining like Pro Evo with Football Manager. So it's a game in which you really have like the daily rudimentary life and so forth as a football player, and you control the ons and goings of a football player. So you have to drive to training, go into training, get into beef with the guy and so forth. So it's like and you're controlling your one player, but also you have to answer to the press and to the people and so forth. You have beef in so it is a more enhanced, better career mode because the career mode on FIFA and Pro Evo ain't great. It's very, very simplistic. Like a proper career mode of a football game would be flipping amazing. Like that's like my dream game, you know. And I think that you can do a much better version of Football Manager because Football Manager is cool, but it's very stripped down. But a game in which you create what a manager looks like, and there is a much enhanced, deeper relationship between you and the press, you and your chairman, and you and your players. And where you can actually have these basically like Mass Effect, so you can actually have these conversation wheels with your players, so your star player has beef and so forth. You have to have like halftime team talks, and the way in which you relate to players and so forth can actually affect how they play in the game, how they affect towards you, how they affect other people. I mean, you could create a really, really dynamic so no, for me, an enhanced version of a Football Manager game. That's what I want. An enhanced version of a Football Manager game. Yeah. Oh no, I said you have to make decisions as a footballer that have. But I think it would probably be more fun doing it as a manager. I think a management game would be more fun than a football game where you're a player. Because as a management game and so forth, you're dealing with the pressure of the big games and having to deal with player emotions, player interactions. Oh man, I'll be off the flipping chain. I'll be off the flipping chain, man. I'll be off the flipping chain. So that's the thing. No, actually, I will make it, man, because I told you, like, even if people get that, it's making it properly. It's making that thing properly. But if I have just that, I may never even get to make it. I don't think I've ever been in that position. But if I was even in that position, because the ingredients are there, it's about putting them and combining them properly, so you can say what's up, man. Not yet. No. I told you I've been trying to watch the anime. I've not yet watched. Actually, wait. Can you get the manga? I'm not sure whether you can even get the manga. Let me see. Can I purchase the manga on here? Let me see Amazon. Let me see whether I can purchase the manga. What are we doing? Ghost of Tsushima. No. Berserk manga. Oh, Berserk Deluxe Volume 1, but it's a hardcover. They don't have a paper version. Bastards. Yeah, they don't have like a paper version of this. Why is it a hardcover? Because I prefer the paper core covers of this stuff, man. Yes, Mbappé is out of the Champions League. Yes, he's out. He's out. It's done. It's finished. He's out of the he's out of the CL. What can I say, man? He's out of the CL. It's sad. It's unfortunate. It is what it is. He's out of that CL, man. He's out of that CL. Read the manga God of High School. What is the plot? You have to tell me what is the plot. Tell me what the plot is, then we can write it through. Because if the plot is trash, I'm cool. Tell me what the story is, what the plot is, and then I'll tell you what I'm interested. Look, we have so much to discuss on Saturday. We'll have this Mbappé thing to discuss what the injury means for PSG. Then we of course have the Sunday to discuss as well. What's the most addictive game in your opinion? It's between two: Football Manager and Tetris. That's it. It's literally between those two games. Now, the game I spent the most hours playing is either Skyrim or Mass Effect 2. I slept I almost spoiled my 360 by how many hours I did playing Skyrim and Mass Effect 2. I spent ridiculous hours. But in terms of addiction, Tetris or Football Manager, I'll say Football Manager. I almost failed my exams because of Championship Manager. Luckily, my laptop got stolen because it was saved on my laptop's hard drive, and thankfully, someone stole my laptop. So, but yeah, when you really get into Football Manager, it's too addictive. You're doing tactics. You're searching for players. You're going game after game after game. You're on your roll or you're losing. It is nah. Football Manager is different, man. Football Manager is different. Like that game. That game is crack cocaine. That game is literal crack cocaine, 100%, man. Basically, you know what? Most manga is better than the anime. Look, all I saw was one Berserk on Crunchyroll, so I don't know whether that's the 97 version or not. So I'm not really sure which one it is, man. But no, Football Manager is one of those games that are just like they just understood. They just understood how to really make that game sick, man. Like the amount of it is frightening. Which is why I had to put it away. The amount of hours you can lose playing Football Manager is insane. It is absolutely flipping insane. It is absolutely flipping insane. Absolutely flipping insane. The question was, what is most addictive? Tetris is incredibly addictive. Mass Effect 2 is, of course, the more sophisticated, better made game, better produced game. But Tetris is more addictive. In terms of just, you can't stop playing the game. Tetris is super. I think I'm going to get some Tetris on my flipping purple pad, man. That game is supremely addictive, man. But remember, my older brother was obsessed with Warcraft Frozen Throne. you know, and he was so obsessed with the game that he had to snap the disc because he couldn't resist himself from playing it. So he had to break the disc, man. Um, I still don't know why guys play FIFA. Guys, FIFA is an arcade. It's not a simulation. You know, people play FIFA and they go to FIFA because if they have the licenses, it has the look, it has the graphics, and so forth, and they just roll with it. That's why. So that's the situation, man. When did Prime Cambiaso happen? I would argue because he was actually good in 06, but Prime Cambiaso was definitely 2010 to maybe 2016. I would say that he probably had a good 6-year stretch of being the best player in his position. Because remember, Cambiaso was pre-Busquets, pre-Casemiro, pre-Kante. So in terms of sitting in that DM role, DM position, there were not really many people better than Cambiaso. There were not many people who were better than Cambiaso at doing that job, and it was very, very important for Inter in 2010. And he scored what is arguably one of the greatest team goals of all time. Like, I don't know how many people remember. Remember Argentina's goal against Serbia and Montenegro in the 06 World Cup. I think they had like 22 passes. And remember how they finished it off. That was an outstanding goal, and they should have won that World Cup. That team should have won that World Cup. And if they had won the World Cup, then we'd be having a very different discussion about Riquelme. A very different discussion about Riquelme, man. What this guy is saying, man? Is Milan versus AC Milan the greatest comeback? It is one of the great comebacks for sure. Is it one of the great comebacks for sure? But the greatest comeback is the miracle at Camp Nou, 100%. Like that standard, like because remember, it's PSG, and PSG back then you said, oh, it's PSG who had far better players than I mean, so I mean, because you have to look about that of where it was. Yeah, AC Milan won, but not by as wide a margin as PSG did. And the fact that PSG they scored an away goal. They scored an away goal and they still lost. Barcelona had, with about 12 minutes to go, 12. Actually, no, I think is it 12 or 9 minutes to go? Barcelona had to score 3 goals. They had to score 3 goals with about 9 minutes to go. Nothing is beating that comeback. Nothing is beating that comeback. I need a decent action flick to watch tonight on Netflix. Have you seen Ip Man? That is definitely a good one. Let's even check what they're saying on Netflix. Ip Man is very much a good one. What the? Why does freaking Netflix keep on doing that stuff? Because that Chris Hemsworth action movie, I'm like, I'm good, man. Is this me or will Saint-Étienne get sacked when he loses to Gattuso? Oh, you're saying when? You're saying when? Napoli aren't. I don't care. I will get there. Napoli are not losing to. Sorry, Barcelona losing to now, not Napoli. But standard. If he manages to conspire to lose to Gattuso, he's getting sacked, and he knows. Like, see, he won't. He'll actually step down. Saint-Etienne will step down if they get knocked out by Napoli, but I dare Barcelona to get knocked out by Napoli. I dare them to. Thoughts on Fatal Affair? I think everybody should watch that film. That film is highly entertaining. On a basic level, it is crap. It is a crap film, but it's a good crap film. You know, it is actually a good crap film. Because what the guy does in the film is so wild, it's so crazy that you have to laugh. So, and what I say to any film, whether you're good about anything, be entertaining. Don't be boring. And that film is entertaining. And Omar Epps' character is one of the creepiest creeps you'll ever see in your life. He's one of the creepiest creeps you'll ever see in your life. All right, what is it? Which Chelsea player would you get along with the best? I think I'd get along well with Kante. I think I would. I think the sick seems pretty cool. Actually, no, there are a few guys that seem pretty. I think Zuma, Kante, the sick. Even if I rank on him, I think Giroud seems like a pretty pretty cool guy that I would roll with. I think Kovacic as well, because like Croatians I think Eastern Europeans seem to be a bit kind of cool and so forth, and also what's it called? Like one of my guys at my workplace is Croatian, and he's the guy that I actually talk to the most. So yeah, I think Giroud, Kovacic, Kante, Zuma, yeah, most of them. I'm not sure I'd get on well with Kepa because I'll say to you that how do you have it? Because I'll be so angry that he's married to N thousands becoming a professional goalkeeper who can't actually do his job well. So that would be odd, man. Yeah. All right, guys. Look, man. Let me go and have some food, man. I've not eaten anything fully all this. I need to, gosh, I need to even think about what I'm gonna eat. So what's happening? So tomorrow, what's happening? So tomorrow, Saturday, 10 p.m. We've got the open hangout. Everybody is open to come and watch the show and sort of, man. So 10 p.m. that thing is open to everyone. And Sunday we'll definitely be doing a post-match stream. And then after that, of course, we then say what's up with 11 p.m. hangouts. And if Chelsea don't make top 4, you might not be seeing me here for a while, man. So you better hope and you better pray that your boys get the top 4. Peter, stay true, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, 10 p.m. BST for the open hangout. Bada bing, man. Bada bing. Become a Patreon member. Get access to my blog, get access to exclusive videos, and also get access to the podcast of the Saturday and the Sunday hangouts. Head over to patreon.com/halfup to gain all these goodies while also supporting your boy HH.